Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be really fast and just out of the blue. So do you ever kind of just sit in your home and then or go about your day and you realize that you're forgetting something, you just don't know what you're forgetting, but you know that like there's something that you're missing? Well, that's exactly what's happening to me right now. It is Friday. It's 4:35 and oh, my friend texted me. I just realized that we have a friend arriving at 5 o'clock and I completely forgot, and my husband just reminded me, and he thinks it's like the funniest thing because I look like caca, which means like crap. And I need to get ready, so I'm going to do a very quick video on how I get ready to try to look presentable because we are going out to dinner. We're going to Buffalo Wild Wings, so you can like rock the sweats, put on some jeans, and then you're good, but this gotta get fixed. So I'm gonna show you how I do my makeup, and what sucks at this moment is as fast as I want to go, I reorganize everything, so that is going to slow me down. So to start off with, I'm like panicking. It's like, what am I gonna do? I'm going to do my eyebrows last just because sometimes I don't know if I want eyebrows or not. It all depends on the eye look. The more simpler that I go, the easier that it actually is. And I can't even find my mirror. Oh, I found it. Okay, so I changed everything, so I don't have a vanity mirror. So if you see me going like this, that's the reason why. But let's curl these eyelashes really quickly. I'm using my Tarte eyelash curler. If you hear background noise or interruptions, like I said before, it's kind of my daily life here. Just soak it all in. Next thing I'm going to do is to prime my eyes, and whoa, hello white glare. So let's do some on this side really quickly. I usually put in my contacts in. I do have prescription contacts that I use. So I put them in before I do my makeup just because my eyes do water afterwards, and I don't like it to, it'll cause like my concealer to crease because it got all wet. So once that's all done, usually when I am running out of time, I try to do a natural eye look. So things that automatically I am drawn to is like my Tartelette, not this one, not this one, not these. I actually have not used this. I've had it for a few months now, and I don't know why. I just haven't used it, but my Tartelette in Bloom is what I'm going to use. So I'm going to take this large brush from Sigma. It's the E50, and taking Charmer, place that all over my eye area. Just really quickly. And eyeshadows fairly quickly to put on. I think it's once you get the blending out of the way, it's just the face actually takes a while, especially if you have a lot of stuff to cover up. Taking my Sigma E40, I'm going to go into the color Smarty Pants. So the first color I went to was this one. Now I'm going to go into this one, and I'm going to put that right in my crease, or right above my crease, to transition everything nicely. And do the other eye. I can't believe I forgot. Like, I usually write things all on my whiteboard on my fridge so I don't forget things. Because it's just so much stuff is going on, and things get planned or come up last minute, or if you're pre-planned in advance, things happen and you get distracted, and you just forget. And this is one of those things, and it's just stressing when you need to get ready. Now take my Sigma E39. I'm going to go into the shade Rebel, and I'm going to put it into the outer corner and right into my crease area just to smoke it out a little bit, create more dimension. Then taking the E40, just blending it out a little bit more. Just to transition everything smoothly, any rough edges cleaned up. And do the same thing with the other eye. What I like about this palette is the smell of chocolate. Like sometimes you get like these palettes and they smell a little funky, and I just like, I wished it smelled a little better. What is it? I just got my BoxyCharm yesterday, and the reason I haven't filmed is because I'm actually missing a product. I did reach out to BoxyCharm. I sent them an email because I really didn't look up to see if there was a phone number to call. So I will be doing a video of what product I am missing. But besides that, you got a palette in it, and as soon as I opened it, I was like, man, like some palettes really don't have a good scent in them, and like, is it really that cost effective to just make it smell a little better? You know, I'm just saying. But one of the palettes did have a not so pleasant smell. Oh my god, I thought this. Oh no, I thought they were here. I was like, no, I have not even fully like out there. Okay. And then I'm gonna take some glitter glue. I love glitter glue. I'm using the Too Faced glitter glue just because it just, I mean, adding a little bit of like glitter, I think it kind of just makes everything just so much more like out there. In the sense, I mean, I don't mean out there like crazy. I mean it more where it's like, oh wow, her eyeshadow is nice and glittery. It must have taken her a long time to do it. Yeah, sure, you know, it's all an illusion. Now I'm going to take my E55 Sigma brush, and going into the color Funny Girl, I'm going to put that on towards the center, going towards the middle of my eye, or however, the middle. Just don't do the edge, okay? Basically. For that, we're going to use a different shade, the shade called Firecracker. It's a darker glittery shade, and that's what I put on the outer corner to still keep up with the smokiness. So here we go. So do you see how it's all nice and glittery there? And then next I'm going to go into Firecracker, which is another shimmery shade. I'm just going to flip the brush over and then just really gently try to blend both the Firecracker shade and then slowly blend it right into the Funny Girl shade. That looks good. Then again with my E40, just really gently go over the top here. And that looks really good. And then I'm going to take another brush. Let's take this one, the E71 from Sigma, and going into Charmer again, that first shade I laid out all over, and kind of just highlight the bottom of my brow bone here. That looks good. And then I'm going to use some mascara. My all-time favorite is the Benefits Roller Lash. I really, really like this a lot. It used to be the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. And then my sister-in-law suggested this one. And I didn't think I was going to like it because of like the spikies. Like sometimes they're too long and you stab yourself in the eye. And I don't like that. So I'm surprised that I really, really like this one. And the amount of length that it gives you is amazing. But it is hard to take off. But I mean, I've shed tears in it. I've never had it drip down. You know, and I've never gotten like raccoon eyes with it. Just when I'm trying to take it off, I do. Okay, and that looks really good. I don't know. I haven't decided on the eyebrows yet, but let's move on to the face. Okay, so for the face, I hate it when my desk gets all cluttered. I'm going to take the Smashbox, the green one, the Blemish control one, and I'm going to put that all over my face. So really quickly. My faces will take so much longer because of the amount of products and detail I have to go into with trying to cover up acne scars. I always have a towel on hand too so I can clean my hands. And then I'm going to go in with, let's see, the Morphe 439. And then I use the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I am in the shade 2W2, which is Rattan, I believe. I always shake it a little bit. And then I put it directly on my face, and I completely skipped a whole bunch of steps. Okay, so I go in with this CoverFX color corrector in Peach, and you really do get a lot of it. And then obviously not the whole thing because you'll break it off. And then I kind of just put it in all those target areas. I'm like breaking out too. I don't know why, but does anybody also break out like hardcore after they get their period? Like I usually break out before, but afterwards I'm noticing that it becomes more and more frequent, and I don't even know why. It's the strangest thing. And then I go in also with my MAC. This is the NC35 Studio Finish Concealer. And then I like to take my blurring concealer airbrush. This is a number 103 from It Cosmetics. Just I like the fluff of it. It's not too rough, but I can just take the product, swirl it around. It's like the perfect size for it too. You can see. And then I just go over everything I corrected. It doesn't take everything away, but it does make it less visible. And then also I don't use like a shit ton of a foundation. You still are able to see through some of my flaws on my skin, and I don't mind that, just because when it comes down to it, we are human. We do have scars and imperfections, and you shouldn't shy away from showing it, you know, or from it peeking through, because we're all self-conscious about something. And I mean, when it comes down to it, it's something that, you know, has a story. You know, mine happened to occur when I had my son, and I'm not the only person who goes through these hormonal changes from having a pregnancy, and you know, it was all well worth it. I mean, I adore him, and he is the cutest little thing. He's such a ladies' man. So then after I'm done with that, obviously I shake my foundation, and then I used to like put it on here on my skin, but then I would forget to wash it, so then I'd have makeup all over. But I either put it directly on my face, or I take my Cosmo Cube and I put 2 pumps of it there. I probably need a lot less, but because I am short on time, I usually just put it all over my face and then work at buffing it out. And obviously go down to your neck. Probably should put my hair up in a pin. I forgot. And sometimes I do like to do my eyebrows last, I've noticed more and more, just because when I do my foundation, especially when I'm in a rush, I may go over my eyebrows and like mess it up, and sometimes I don't have time to go back and, you know, fix it. So it's not a big deal to wait last minute to decide to do it, and it doesn't always look bad, especially if you're doing a natural look. It's sometimes nice to see, you know, normal people eyebrows, as I like to call it. Let me look, take a closer look. And then, like, the one thing, I've been wearing my glasses all day, so I have indentations, and I'm like, yo. Okay. I always do that. Like, get foundation. Everybody does that, right? Gets foundation on their earrings. I usually try to put them last, but I tend to forget sometimes when I'm in a rush, so I put it on first. Okay. Okay. Sorry for all the crappy lighting, but you see how most of it is already like covered? Like, you do see a little, but honestly, it's like, it's no big deal. You're not gonna die. Next I'm gonna take my Shark Tape in light medium honey, and then I usually use the same brush. I prefer to use a beauty blender, to be honest, but I don't have time to get up and go and wet it, and I can spritz it with like water and stuff, but I've actually never done that. I just know that people do it, but I'm just gonna take my same IT Cosmetics brush and just go over the under eye area with it. What time is it? Oh no, it's 4:52. Can you guys hear my dog whining? He wants to come back inside. I think it's funny if, you know, my husband's friend comes and then it's like, hey, did you film that video? Like 30 minutes before I was coming over. And it's like, I sure did, because we forgot. Sorry. You know? And I knew it. I knew something was up. And, you know, I can't trust my husband, because then when he remembers, it's always last minute. And it's like, you're messing me up. And then I just really quickly go in with the brush that I put on my foundation, or a beauty blender if that's what you use, and just make sure that it's all blended. Whoa. That looks really good. So surprised, so surprised, so surprised. What else am I missing? What else am I missing? Oh, I have to bronze up a little. So I like to use my Hoola bronzer. I mean, I do have other bronzers, but it's just my, I guess my go-to. Oh, the NARS Laguna one, I just tried that, and I was so amazed at how much I actually liked it. I've never tried it, but I bought the palette, and it came with it, like the Splash palette, and I keep saying and anyways, I really, really liked it. So just going in with the Real Techniques brush. This is a buffing brush. I'm going to go around the whole perimeter of my face. And I have a mirror over here, so that will make it a lot easier to hold my hair and blend it out. I like to use circular motions, and they're really short circular motions. just so that way I don't form like a super, super harsh line. I just kind of want to create just a little bit more dimension into my face for those who bronze and do it this way as well. I also try not to go too far in. Also, just because of, you know, the acne scars, so you kind of defeat the purpose of hiding it, and then you're darkening the area again. So let me make sure I like how much I bronze, and I do. And just blending. Makeup is always blending it out, making sure that it sinks right into your skin. And then I kind of just really messy. Just go on the side of my nose with whatever's left. I don't really need to like completely like snatch my nose, but just a little, you know, dimension, a little bronzing. You see, it makes like the slightest difference in the world, just really quickly, you know, no extra product or anything, just whatever is left. Take your brush to your nose and blend that out. That looks good. And then for powder, I love my Lauder Mercier powder. So again, taking my Real Techniques, the small powder brush, setting brush, I like to go that right underneath my eye area and just pressing it in. Right around the nose too. I've noticed, and it hasn't happened, but I've never had my makeup crease around my nose area. I don't know if it's because I've just powdered and I've never tried it. And I do try to like see how to make mistakes happen, and sometimes I do, but they're not like drastic things that happen. Like I've learned that if it's really hot outside, to not use my MAC foundation. I learned that the hard way one summer. The MAC foundation is still a little bit on the dewy side. So when you add all that humidity and stuff, and I mean, on your skin it looks pretty decent, but when you take a picture, you look like a freaking grease ball. It was so scary. I was like, I'm never ever doing that again. It was at a party, a birthday party, so I mean, there's pictures, and that stuff is never going away. So everything's powdered. Awesome. And then for some blush, my go-to blush is actually, I have a few of them. It's the Hourglass Mood Exposure. I really like to use this one. It does have a little bit of shimmer, so I mean, kind of pick and choose when you want to use it. And then besides that, for an all natural look, combining video and Fetish, I love that combination. So I'm going to take, let's see, what brush should I take? I'm going to take my Sigma F15 brush, and then going over with video, and then I'm just going to smile and kind of just work it in up to like my bronze, you know, just work it in. Sorry about the lighting, like it's just so horrible, but this is real life. This is real life. Looks good. And then I'm going to go into Fetish, which is right there. And then really gently, just kind of do more of the apples in circular motions. Again, you don't want to go like crazy big, just right where your apples are. Just bring it slightly to the back. Just to get more color in. That looks nice. And then I usually tend to put my makeup away as I'm using it, just so, again, I don't have a lot of clutter. And then, why it explains why I do sometimes list the product and sometimes I don't. It's just because it's like, oops, what did I use? But I tend to remember. For a very, very soft, nice look, I love to use the Lorac Twilight. I have 4 of their highlighters. I have Twilight, I have Moonlight, I have Starlight and Daylight. Daylight and Twilight are my 2 favorite ones. I almost dropped them, and these can be so sensitive. I've never had one crack on me, but I know it happens a lot. Like Miss Tati, if you ever see Tati's video, she talks about how much she likes these Lorac highlighters and how, you know, she completely breaks hers. Well, anyways, I'm going to go in with my Sigma F03 and then just very gently highlight my cheekbones and bring it back. It's going to make my everything go a little cray-cray. Do you see how nice and like just soft that highlight is? I really like it. Besides that, I like my Anastasia, my Sun Dip palette. It's I love that one a lot. And just to play with, I like going in with the Kat Von D one, and then just go with whatever's left over onto my nose. And then I'll go back in with my blush that I bronzed with and kind of just mix up like both of them together just slightly, so that way I don't have like harsh lines. I usually highlight before I put blush, but I honestly just forgot and remembered, so it's like I'm casually sticking it in. They came out so freaking wrong. Oh my god, Alvia. Ugh. You know what I meant. That is not what I meant at all. I don't know why it came out that way. I apologize. I don't know what the heck happened. Anyways, I need to take my Sigma short shader brush. The letters are almost gone. And I'm going to go in with Sparty Pants and then really carefully go on my under eye area just because I do have contacts. This light is driving me insane. And make sure I don't get too much powder in my contacts because then it bothers me. Just really slowly. And then take some rubble and put it on the outer corner. Almost 30 minutes, 27 minutes and a half to pull this look. I think it's pretty decent. And I don't even have eyebrows on, and guess what? I'm not even going to put eyebrows on. Why? Because I think for an all natural look, you just can't. I'm taking some mascara. I have really small amount of lashes on my under eye area, and honestly putting mascara on makes all the difference in the world, because else your eyes literally look top heavy if you don't do anything to your under eye area. So always do it. Take the time. It really does make things better. And then for my lips, I'm going to grab a LipSense color really, really quickly. This is more of a plain look. I have to think what color I want to use. Let me carry my whole LipSense thing here, and what color do I want to use? Do I want to use some red, some purple, a dark lip color, a brighter color? So the decisions of when you do this. You know what? I do have a little bit more of that brown pinks. So I'm going to go in with this color called Caramel Apple. It has a little bit of pink, but it also has a little bit of a like brownish tone to it. You know, I think I'm going to mix that together with. I usually talk to myself when I'm trying to pick out my lip colors, but I'm going to be mixing this color called Persimmon. You can see that, and Caramel Latte, and hope for the best with this color combination. So shake, 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 shake. I'm gonna go in with 1 layer of Persimmon and then 2 caramel lattes. So. Okay. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Take some pearl gloss to seal it all in, because if you use LipSense, you know you need to use gloss to make sure it lasts all day long. And then I need to set my face. So I'm honestly like getting hot because I'm like so stressed. I'm gonna use my, see how's my face? My face is a little bit on the dry side, just slightly. So let's go in with some MAC Prep and Plus, the Fix Plus. This stuff is amazing for those of you who are looking for setting spray. I love the MAC one for a more dewy look. I really, really, really like that one. Besides that, the Urban Decay All Nighter and the Oil Slick one, or D-Slick, the Oil Control, yeah. Those two are like my favorite to use. But I am combination oily skin. I don't know why I'm talking and blowing myself at the same time. That came out wrong also. But those are my favorite. I just got the CoverFX one in my BoxyCharm. So I think that was like 2 months ago. And I haven't tried it yet, so I still have to. I heard footsteps. Okay. I'm wondering why I'm talking to myself. Okay, so I mean, you're going to a restaurant, so you don't really have to do my hair. If I just kind of brush it through. Ow. Like the real brush. Ow, probably. But I mean, let's see. Ugh. I think that looks good. That looks good. I mean, I've been recording already for 34 minutes. I think that's pretty good. I talked probably for 4 minutes of it. It's 5:09. My guest isn't here yet. And I am ready to go. Thank you so much. Hope this tutorial helped you figure out how to do a really quick video on a short amount of time, and how in reality it sucks a lot, but it looks good. So see you all soon. Bye.